Okay, so last video posed a question and I asked, are men disposable? And that question came out of and was motivated by Warren Farrell's new book, The Boy Crisis. And how that question came about was Farrell makes the argument that men's baseline precondition is to be a hero. That from a historical, an evolutionary, a biological, and even a sociocultural, is that men have been put in this box, if you will, to be the hero, to be the warrior, and it served us well for God knows how long, millennia. Men had this same goal. They had the same description of life, which was you're the protector, you're the warrior, you're the breadwinner. And we've lived that way for a long time. And so we've developed a sort of axiomatic way of looking at the world, where we're fundamentally the heroes, we're the protectors. And that has made us, in a large part, disposable because we were the ones doing the fighting, doing the dying. It's not to say that women didn't have their role as well, because they did. But strictly speaking about males here. And so, but what happens when that sociocultural landscape changes? What happens when the world around us is no longer in need of that historical man to be there anymore? And I think that's what's happening. I think that's the right way to look at the problem facing men, is that our environment created us, in a sense, to be warriors, to be breadwinners, to be heroes. And now that environment has totally shifted. And since that environment has shifted, so the sociocultural landscape has changed. But the question is, though, has our psychology changed as men? Meaning, do we still look at the world as a place for us to conquer, as a place for us to go out and to battle? In other words, have we updated our psychological way of looking at the world? And I think that's the right way to look at this problem. That's the right resolution. So I think the question that we have to ask ourselves as men is, okay, since the world around us has changed, and it's changed rapidly, from women coming into the workplace to now we're facing a global economic system, we're facing AI, automation, machine learning. Our whole environment is changing, and it's changing rapidly. But your psychology might be set up for our primitive past, if you will. So the question is framed is are you updating your psychology as fast as the sociology is changing around you? Are you updating the way you look at the world as the world is constantly shifting, or are you staying the same? And so I think we need to think deeply about that, because I think that's the right resolution. And so let's start a conversation there. Are you updating your psychology? Comment below, like it, share it. Let's have a conversation, man. Thanks.